What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 132. Let's go.
When the Dynasty boy wants you.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
And
your
your
pigs
pigs
can't
can't
do
do
nothing
nothing
for
for you.
Hey.
Hey. Ow. Hey, what's good, Brodies and Bays? It's the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 122. This is where you come for all your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
Stumbled out the blocks.
I know, man, I can't focus, man. We just been having funny convo. We supposed to been start record about 25, 30 minutes ago.
True. But hey, you're here with Dynasty Bro Vic, here with our DJ.
Come on, man. DJ Avo, what's good? What's good?
Avo got the fresh hat on today.
Come on,
You
I'm
do,
feeling
man.
Good, man.
Hey,
Feeling good.
can we do a respect moment? Because I don't know if he's gonna big it up later. Avo, tell the good people what you did yesterday, bro. I know.
Okay, so I got to go to an Indians game yesterday. For anybody who doesn't know, if you're not in Indianapolis, Indians is our AAA team that we have here in the city. They honored the Negro Leagues yesterday, and my grandfather actually played in the Negro Leagues, so they did honor him yesterday. So I made sure to go get me a fresh Clowns hat. I almost got a jersey, but the wife wasn't feeling that. But yeah, it was real cool. They brought us out to the field. They said his name. They read the bio. Was a couple other families out there with us. Man, we had a great time. I had my kids with me. Had my nieces and nephews with me, so I wanted to make sure that they knew a little bit of their history. So that was real cool, man. It was real cool.
And I heard he was nice.
That's what's up.
It was real nice. Oh,
What's his
man,
name?
he
What's
was
his name
nice.
and what team?
His name is Erman Joe Peoples. He played in the Urban League at least, but you know, back then they didn't really keep records.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. I can
Gotcha.
tell you he definitely played against like Hank Aaron. He definitely played against like Satchel Paige and players of that nature. So they're all in the same era. According to everybody I've spoken to so far, he was one of the best pitchers in the Midwest. That's
Nice.
just what they said. And by the way, your boy pitched also. So hey, we out here.
We just gonna connect the dots then. Salute, man. That's what's up,
You know,
man.
it's in the
That's
family.
fire.
It's in the blood.
Facts. All right, I wanted to get that, knock that out the park. No pun intended. All right,
We gotta get some drums, but
I know, man. But, man, that wasn't that bad of a joke.
Nah, it was cool.
Nah, you basically just said it was bad.
No. I'm not shitting on the joke. I just in general, it's a joke. I just for the pun moments, for the dad jokes, for the bad jokes. Just
I don't like how you think we needed that. You thought that you needed that right after my joke. It's kind of making me feel like you think you should have hit that after my joke right there.
hey, it's a equal opportunity with the drop. So hopefully we'll have a new drop come next episode.
All right. Look, this episode we're gonna talk some guys. We're gonna look up some dynasty ADPs, and we got to decide, are we in or out? So I basically was like, Avo been trying to get us to do like interesting topics. So I was like, hey, are you in or not? Or not? Because at ADP, man, some of these players may be too high, some of these players may be too low. So we will get to figure that out. Vic threw out a couple players. I'm gonna throw out a couple players, and maybe I'll just on the fly throw out a Green Bay guy or a Green Bay hat. Avo always like Green Bay players, so I feel like we should update him on one of his guys or something. We'll do something like that. So that's what we're gonna do, man. Quick in and out, you feel me? And we got the Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic that we about to kick into. We got the say something good to the people later. And hopefully we got some flags, man. I'm putting my thinking cap on and we come up with some flags, man. But right now, let's get to the Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. You ready? You got all the news up?
I got all the news, man. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if I came in with a flag, so I'm about to think on that. But all good. I'm sure something might come to me.
I always do.
All right, man. Let's get in and out with these news. Been drinking my water, man.
Drug dealing music.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's a hell of a bar,
I
bro.
know,
Like,
bro.
this is just out there. You can't miss it. This what we doing over here. Rico. All right, man. Hey, shout out to Bleach Report Gridiron. So if you guys don't know, but pretty much Rob Walton, pretty much one of the heirs to Walmart. He's basically going to be purchasing the Denver Broncos for $4.5 billion. So Broncos going to be undertaking new ownership, and in the same breath, also have some partners that's going to assist with that, taking over new ownership. So Melody Hobson, she's going to be co-owner as well. So she's a Black female, definitely highlight that. So
we
women,
got no bombs.
yeah, gotta have a bomb for that. So
I wasn't ready.
women are
My
continuing
bad.
to make strides
Okay.
in the NFL, taking over, great positions. Now stepping into ownership, then also Black women. You know what I mean? So we just want to highlight that. But Melly Hobson, she's a co-CEO of Ariel Investments. So I saw that on LinkedIn. Let's keep it pushing, man. As far as like with some of the news with women and Black women doing their thing in the NFL. Milan Burgess, she's actually taking over a full-time position with the Minnesota Vikings for team operations. So she's stepping into the front office. So shout out to the Vikings.
Another bomb.
Yeah, another bomb, man. So yeah, bro. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna pause right there. I do got a couple more things, man, but give y'all a chance to.
Hey, shout out to women succeeding in an industry that, and I feel like they get like looked at different for being in. Like they don't understand this male football league, but it's like no, they put in the work. They, whether it's the business side, whether it's the football side, these women on a day-to-day are putting in the same work that we put in. So if I can wake up, not play a lick of professional football and decide I'm gonna put the work in to study and be an analyst and break down video and film, and now people are looking at me like I can deserve a job. Why can't she do the same? Yep. So whether whatever side it is, man, if you put that groundwork in, you deserve what you deserve. So shout out to all the women, especially the black women. All women, black women especially, though,
for sure,
for succeeding and starting to get these different opportunities, man. And shout out to the people that are actually, giving them, the actual jobs and stuff too. I know that's been a struggle in the NFL, man. Just getting black people in positions in general.
I want to shout out those same people just for in my head, these aren't diversity hires. Like these are real hires. So I just want to shout them out for just trying to do their best to actually hire the best candidate. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's my goal.
That's a good point you make, man. Like these executive and front office moves, they don't feel like it's under the Rooney rule. You know what I mean? Like the coaches are like, okay, you can tell they're checking the dots, checking the box. But with these front office type moves, these feel like legit, like, hey, these are power plays. So I never really looked at it from that perspective, man. It doesn't feel like they're forcing the issue from a front office perspective.
Facts. Big facts.
And ownership. So that's dope. All right, a couple more things, man. Y'all might care, might not, but I just saw this from TMZ on Twitter.
Let's go.
But Kanye West and Donda Sports have signed both Aaron Donald and Jaylen Brown. I think that's just more so like of a marketing deal. I don't think it's like from an agent representation standpoint.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What?
If you can get all the free Yeezys you want,
you know what I mean?
That's what this is at this point.
It's Gap
like
stock.
Yeah, bro. It's like, hey, I want to sign with who I want to wear the most of, and what Yeezy doing right now, especially in fashion, you gotta respect it. So yeah, that's dope. And them is two big names right now. One just won the Super Bowl. Yeah. One is in the NBA Finals right now, balling.
Was that
crazy?
Was that before Aaron's contract or after Aaron's contract?
Actually, this is a little bit old. I think it might have been.
Yeah, his contract.
That was prior. Happened. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is it looked like it helped to me.
Yeah, that's
all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a power play. And then also,
like
of course, Aaron Donald was contemplating retirement, but at the end of the day, guys are thinking about the future. They're thinking about their next moves, and I know Kanye can be controversial, but it's hard to top his marketing genius at the end of the day. So if there's other things these guys have in mind after basketball, after football, they're in good, company.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't know if you're rolling into this next, but if while we here talking about him, shout out to him being the highest non-paid quarterback ever.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald just got that bag.
He did, man. Well deserved, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Put in that work.
Sure.
Hey, bro, I thought he was like chubby.
Nah, he's like
just big.
Bro.
He's just big, bro.
Scary big.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I ain't scared of no man, bro. I really ain't. I think I have to think about fighting him.
Ain't afraid.
I ain't saying I wouldn't if it came down to it, but
all I'm saying is
you got a big dog.
We're gonna see how fast you can really run. I'm dipping. I'm out of here.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you really want to ruin your career over Lou or Alec? Talk yourself about that one. All right, my bad.
Now, but also just switch gears a little bit. Want to shout out LeBron James making the billionaire club. So as an athlete, still be playing. It's hard to achieve that. That's dope. So hats off. And he basically joins the club with Michael Jordan, also Tiger Woods.
Big Tiger.
At least as far as the folks who've announced, this milestone. Hopefully my voice will sound a little bit different. Actually, I got my wisdom teeth pulled out last Friday.
Okay.
So it might sound a little like, talking from back here, but I'm doing good. All right.
As far as athletes.
Yeah, athletes. Give me some words I probably can't say with like my teeth.
Like
some Mike Tyson type
say
shit.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Ooh, that's shaka. That sucker's getting you.
Remember, seen the memes like with the two birds from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Now, kid.
That's messed up, man.
I ain't messing with
kinda how I
Mike.
feel.
Man.
Also,
Hey, Mike, he said it. He
another
said
person I wouldn't want to
He
fight.
said it, bro.
Still to this day.
I saw you throw them hands on the plane.
Oh, yeah,
I'm good.
Hey, is LeBron? Do you think they're gonna let him get that team in Vegas eventually? No.
Maybe.
What are you
down the
talking about?
line.
I'm not
Yeah,
familiar.
Not
he
anytime
said he
soon.
wanted to own a team in Vegas. I mean, it ain't gotta be right now, but he's still.
Oh,
he's
I
still
think
in
one
his
day. One day, maybe.
When he turned 50, I feel like after everything he done gave to the NBA by being a good person and doing right by family, community with his money, I feel like the NBA gonna let him get a franchise, bro, in Vegas.
I can see that.
by 50.
Let's see, it's possible.
Yeah, he just brought it up, so I thought I'd ask since we was talking about.
Gotcha. All right. Two more things will be quick. Who y'all got in the finals? I know it's tied right now. Game 5 tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, we already did this. Both of y'all picked the Warriors.
You
when
right,
we
you
went
right.
into
You know
it,
what?
and
I
I
take
went
the Warriors.
Boston.
You're right. That should be a
Both
did
of
say
y'all
the
said Warriors.
I
in
did say
7.
we did.
I
went
said the
Boston.
Warriors in 7, buzzer beater.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
I believe
we
Jason
not,
Tatum's gonna miss it.
We
You're
not
right.
giving a chance to flip right now because Boston kind of looks scared.
No, you're right. I do want to say this. I feel like whoever wins tonight, game 5, they're gonna take the series.
Whoever win game 5 got to deal with game 6 Clay.
Oh shit!
But it's definitely it's a great series, man. So I will give it that.
It is. I will say that.
I've been
Steph going
enjoying it.
crazy.
A lot of back and forth. Hey, if it looked like right now, if Boston win, it ain't Tatum don't deserve the MVP if he win right
Nah,
now.
I agree.
Jaylen Brown
It's Jaylen.
does.
I agree.
He's been
It's
balling.
Jaylen.
He's been everything to that team,
Yeah.
energy wise, scoring wise,
Defense.
yeah, bro, he's going nuts.
Yeah.
So
And Marcus Smart doing this thing too. Like
Yeah,
backing down
bro.
Steph in the post, and
making him look
And
bad.
I got to shout out Andrew Wiggins, man. Keep doing your thing.
he
bro.
is doing this
Keep
thing.
doing your thing, bro. They thought your career was over. They was talking trash about you. Look at you now.
That's true.
Former number 1 pick from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Could be an OBJ situation in basketball with Wiggins.
Okay.
Oh, I like
Okay.
that. Okay, I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that. I
He
see you putting it together.
He
I
really,
see.
he really stepping in playing the Iguodala role from them championship years. Like when he was there, like playing the best offensive guy, being the one of the guys that can knock down some open shots, athletic rebound.
That's
He's
true.
literally playing the Iguodala role, and it's important right now. for
Good
them.
point. All right, man. Last thing. Then we'll get out of here. Saw this from Shefty, but Ron Rivera, so head coach for the Washington Commanders, fined defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. So basically, Jack Del Rio made some comments related to the January 6th, 2021 events at the Capitol, and pretty much Ron Rivera just came out and said we're not going to stand by those comments. So here's a fine. So of course, there's a lot going on with Washington and their image in the media and publicity in general, just with like trying to turn around their image. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting to see a head coach issue a fine to someone on his staff.
I think it sets a precedent for the team, man. And let y'all know, hey, man, we're not going to operate in that field this year.
And as an organization,
At least not.
Yeah.
We're not commenting on that type.
Rivera's
of stuff.
always been a good coach, like a good, like stable for like his players and the people that he keep around him. He's been no nonsense, so I respect his whole little move.
yeah, actually, I don't know what the comments were. I wasn't even interested in looking it up, but I know, the trial's going on right now. And that's what's happening in the news. But Ron Rivera did say with the $100K, they are planning to donate that to the United States Capitol Police Memorial Fund.
Amen.
So it's going to a good cause from that perspective, man. So, all right, that's all I got, man. Anything else you guys want to add for what's the word?
Hey man, we look good right
Bro, I'm
now,
telling you,
man.
we
Shout out to
firing.
us, man. Like 3 young black men living life, enjoying it, being successful, like being useful, being blessed, bro, and being blessings to people, bro.
I did put in some extra beard oil, and
yeah, bro. My
I
skin,
shave.
yeah, me too. I shaved.
I've been washing my face and drinking water. My skin glowing.
Oh, I've been drinking my water, man. You know
Up
what I'm saying?
here.
Look, we done came a long way. I remember
man.
3 seasons ago, Vic had a beer up here with a skull on it. Now look at my guy. Water.
Stay on top of your water.
Agua, let's go.
Agua.
Check
All
that
right.
out on YouTube.
I just wanted to take the time to big us up for a second.
That's fine,
That's
man.
it.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, let's transition to the flag on the plays, man. Y'all got any flags?
To be honest, I don't, man. It's been everything been copacetic, man. There ain't been a lot of goofy shit happening. I mean, I guess if you want to bring this up again, man, just the Browns in the NFL dealing with the Deshaun Watson situation is just nuts that, you know, we still don't have a verdict on it, still ain't figuring nothing out. And I understand the NFL is trying to wait until they get a real like final say so of everything, but it's just starting to make everything just difficult. Like, and then the Browns to pay that kind of bread, and you know, it's starting to, you know, domino effect onto other things. Like Lamar can't get his deal done because, hey, he like, you see what Deshaun just got?
See what he just got? He got all that going on.
Yeah, where my bag? So it's just everything going on right now is nuts when it comes as far as like what the Browns did and what the NFL's trying to do with their investigation. But we'll figure that out later, I guess. Different situation. Talk about it some more.
I'm with it.
Anybody else got nothing? Everything copacetic.
My head, man. Everything solid as far as I can tell.
All right, bet. Hey, my name is Dynasty Bro. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. Hey, Vic, where can we follow you at?
You guys can follow me. Excuse me. Follow me at Chiefs Host FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening. Dynasty Bros FF. Hey, DJ Avo, tell the good people where we can follow you at.
Hey, man, follow me on the gram at Avo Love, man. Follow me on the gram at Avo Love and get ready for this next season because we are starting Avo Radio. So get started with that. That's going to be before every podcast. As soon as the season gets going, we're going to have us a good time. Make sure you check that out. Avo Radio coming soon. Let's go.
Can I host a couple of them?
That's what's up,
man.
That's
I need stuff for that. Yeah, man, have us some fun.
That's what's up. I like that.
I'm out here. All right. Well, let's walk it down, man. Let's get into this in or out. Are you in or no when it comes to these players, ADP and Dynasty startups, man? Like I said, Vic got a couple guys that he's going to throw out. I got a couple guys I want to throw out. And then we'll move around from there, man. So, yeah, man, like dynasties are starting up right now. Rookie drafts are over. So we got to figure out, you know, if you want to get these guys at the beginning or even just buy into these guys in general, where they're at this point in their careers, age, team situation. So let's just figure all of that out, man. Let's help our people out, bro. Show them how to dominate their league, Dynasty Pro Style.
Sounds good, man. And this is going to be based off of sleeper ADP. So we want to simulate and replicate
startup,
super flex.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, if you want to mirror what we're doing, what we're looking at, startup, dynasty, PPR, 2 QB. So that's what we're going off of. Hey, before we get started, I want to shout out DJ Avo again, man. Hey, whenever I like go back and listen to episodes, my guy be on the money with the drops, the transitions, the
facts, bro.
All that shit, man. Like, it's like when you go back and listen to the episode, it's like watching a movie. It's like, okay, I didn't even pick up on that. Of course, it's hard to pick on that while we live.
Right on.
But it's just like, man, Avo be on the money, man. So make sure y'all just listen to when he be transitioning, hitting drops, and switching the music as the mood change with the episode. My guy on money, you know, on point with it. So
he on money.
On money. I'm gonna say on the money.
He on money.
He on money.
We taking that. We changing that. It's on money now.
He on money on me.
He on money.
I'm on money now.
On me.
On me on money.
On my money.
On me on my.
Hey, that was a on my mama reference. On my money. On the money.
Oh man, hey, I'm nuts. Anybody ever called y'all nuts? That's funny
man.
Shit. Hey man, I love my guys, man. They're hilarious. All right, so let's get
see transition. See,
he's showing out.
He's showing out now.
Big me up. Shout out to East Haiti back.
Yeah. Big Moochie Grape came in here on some ratchet shit, man. I fell into it, man.
We had to go pull up the YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, so who going first, man? You want to go?
Yeah, man. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what that's about. Sips water.
And he's trying to show off his water bottle.
All right, man. But yeah, let's get right to it, man. So definitely want to start with one of the more controversial pieces in Dynasty right now. So Deshaun Watson. So right now he's being taken as the 8th QB in Dynasty startups, and then also his ADP is 17 right now. So I mean he's going middle of the second round. Reason why I want to start here is because, of course, with everything that's going on as it relates to the lawsuits, as it relates to, you know, the controversy and scandals with what now 66 women At least that was reported, but 24
Come
lawsuits.
on now, dog.
You know,
Come on.
it's just one of those things
man.
where, what are we doing with him? Like, do you want to be that person? Do you want to be that guy or gal who drafts Deshaun Watson? What's the perception of that? You know what I mean? And here's what I'm here to say. Look, I'm here to play dynasty football, fantasy football. I'm leaving it at that. I'm not interested in the off-field stuff. Yes, I do have empathy towards the victims involved because these are real-life situations, but that's not for me to carry, meaning I'm not here to carry Deshaun Watson's burdens off the field. I'm not here to carry Kareem Hunt's, Big Ben's,
Yeah,
like
facts.
Henry Ruggs. Like
Facts.
these are all situations that have impacted lives. So for me, it's just easy just to leave it at fantasy football because that's why I'm here. So
Yeah,
ADP shows like, hey, he's still a top dynasty
valuable.
QB.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, I feel like the only way if you're that mad about it in fantasy football, to be honest, then go to your league, go to your commish. Hey, I feel this way. Everybody else should feel this way. Drop them then. Everybody drop them. Make them not available for nobody team. Then if that's how you feel about it. And I don't know if there's any leagues that are really going to do that. You feel me? Like he's going to be on somebody's roster, whether you like it or not. There are going to be people that still go out and buy because I don't hold on to anybody's outside football stuff when it comes to fantasy football. I don't know anybody personally. Like I said, I show empathy for the women in those situations, but I don't judge people's outside life off of what I do in fantasy football. That's all the people that drink and drive, beat up people in general. Like it's all sins are sins.
Exactly.
Like none are. So it's like we're still taking these guys and playing them. It is what it is. So I don't judge anybody for doing what they're doing. It's just a game we love,
Right.
but it's still a game at the end of the day, man. It's just fantasy football. It's not like I went and took some money out of my pocket and paid this guy like in some real life situation shit. Like, nah, I don't respect it in real life, but that's not going to affect anything I do in fantasy football.
I do have a good football question at least.
All right, bet.
So he hasn't been on the field in how many years?
This
Y'all
will be the second one.
Can y'all?
Well, this will be the third.
Can y'all remind us of how good he was? Because there's certain things. Because I'm like, should he go in the second round?
He is
gonna have weapons around him with the Browns? I got these questions.
He is lead the league in passing yards and compete with leading the league in rushing yards as a quarterback with nobody on this team good.
Okay.
He's that good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just to remind
That's
you,
what I need to be reminded of.
of course, last year he sat out because he wanted, to be traded. And looking back 3 seasons prior, literally finished as a QB5, so top 5 quarterback
With nobody,
with no real weapons.
None.
Got you.
So, based on that, man, like Deshaun Watson, looking at the sleeper app, this is what I like about sleeper app. They show the percentage of, is this guy rostered? And then who's starting this guy? He's 100% rostered right now on sleeper. So, of course, like when you're on Twitter, people are, basically campaigning and, they have the right to feel how they feel about Deshaun. It's all valid. But at the end of the day, nobody's actually dropping Deshaun or keeping that same energy when it comes to the actual app. So that's why for me, I'm comfortable and lean on the stance of, hey, I'm just going to leave it at fantasy because that's why I'm here. I'm not really interested in the off the field stuff. Again, like I mentioned, empathy, thoughts and prayers for victims involved because these are real life situations, but I'm not here to play Twitter lawyer.
I'll tell you this. There's probably a couple because I've met some, they're not stubborn. Some people that are like, I really, really, really stand on my morals. There's always a couple. I respect it. But the bigger percent of people, if he was dropped right now in your dynasty league, I don't care what rant you just went on Twitter, and you had the #1 waiver priority in the Superflex league, I don't care what your rant was on Twitter, you're going to go pick up Deshaun Watson if he's just sitting right there. So if that's the case, you can't go judge what people are doing in their fantasy league if you're part of that percent.
Yeah, and here's why I was comfortable even trading for Deshaun, even through all this, because most likely he's going to be issued a punishment,
even if it's another year. That's
okay.
He's 26.
So hopefully during that time he learns from his mistakes and don't repeat, moves on. And from there, what do we do when stuff like this happens? I'm not saying this particular situation, but whenever guys are in legal troubles, they get their suspension, they get their fines. we don't talk about it no more. Like
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, Big Ben, Tyreek Hill, list goes on and on. Like, of course, there's some things you can't come back from, like a Henry Ruggs situation.
Yeah, you
But
can't do that.
But at the end of the day, these guys, whatever they do off the field, they get their punishment, they get their fines. 2-3 years from now, we don't talk about it no more. Now, I'm not going to say these victims still aren't impacted at that point, because that's not the case. They still live with that every day. So I'm not here to discredit that at all. But like I said, I'm here for fantasy football, dynasty football. I'm going to leave it at that. So just to sum it up, hey, Deshaun Watson right now being taken as the 8th QB. He's still rostered in 100% of his leagues. He's going in the 17th, at the 17th pick, which is basically the middle of the second round.
He's only 26 years old. Even if he misses another year, that brings him in at 27. Hey, Deshaun Watson at 27, 28 years old is, still a fire quarterback. As long as he's out there training. But I just feel like that skill he has, you don't lose that shit, man.
Yep. So I'm here to say, man, I'm not, again, I'm not here to carry other guys' burdens, man. That's not for me. So let's sum it up with this. So ADP, based on that, 17 player off the board. Are you in or out, Dot?
Oh, I'm in, bro. I know this. It is what it is, bro.
It don't. I know it. I know it feels kind of awkward to say that. You know what I mean? But clearly, sleeper shows nobody's dropping Deshaun. But even outside of that, I'm in as well. So I'm in on Deshaun.
In the middle of the second and super flex. If I could start my league with Lamar and Watson or Prescott and Watson, I'm taking that, bro.
What about you? Are you in or out on Deshaun based on ADP?
I would have to be in. I mean, he's in the league, so we don't get to make those decisions. So all this outrage ain't gonna get him out the league no way. So as long as he's in the league, he should be available to be on your team. So I'm definitely in.
Yeah, we're not gonna campaign to get him barred until they figure out the situation. Then he's there and he's gonna be available for people to pick up, not just myself.
Yeah, and just to be clear, Deshaun, whatever punishment comes his way, he would deserve that. So I'm not against that. But I also know we do move forward and people are forgiven, and hopefully he learns from his mistakes, and those victims are able to find healing. So
facts.
All right, Dot. Next player, man. Who you got for us?
All right. Let's go. Which one I want to go first? Let's go Saquon. Let's talk about one of the most athletic players in general, not just running back, that we've ever seen. One of the most dynamic guys coming out of college. One of the most highly touted. Like, everybody was in love with this guy when he was coming out of Penn State. It's like, hey, he's the next big thing. And what he does his rookie year, he comes out, he catches a lot of passes in a weird offense. He rushes well. He looks so explosive. He looks like everything that we thought he was. And then from that rookie year, man, everything just started to go downhill. The switching of the quarterback to where the passing game wasn't there for him out the backfield, and then the injuries start creeping up. He had bad ankles a little bit his rookie year. Then sophomore year was just all bad in general. And then you keep on rolling until his third year, he started having knee situations, and then it ended up rolling into last year where it was just he was trying to play, but it felt like he was more playing through I'm still not at 100%, but I want to play because, I'm a football guy, man. So it's just one of those things where it's now Saquon is 25 and everybody's down on him. Everybody's just, you're tying in the injury concerns with his ADP. That's just me being honest. At 25, you're tying him in. I love Kamara, and Kamara's still going to ball out, but Kamara's 27, 28 now.
He's he'll be turning 27.
Yeah, so he's about to be 27. And it's just, the ADP of 41 is come on, man. The tied in upside, Chubb is 26 also. Kamara and Chubb are going before Barkley. And then you're running into guys that have shaky situations. I know they're young, but Gibson's right there with Barkley. Akers looked bad at the Super Bowl, and they're figuring out his situation. I know he's young, but at this point, man, when you going into these startups, man, I still kind of want the guy with the upside that can be all right, next year, can his stock rise, or can his stock rise mid-season? Because I'm always trying to find a way to flip. I'm never calm and settled. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I really think that these injury concerns at 25 years old are pushing him down ADP wise. And I feel like me and Vic gonna be on different sides of the fence maybe, but I think I'm getting back in on Barkley, bro. Like he openly just came out honestly and said, "Hey, I'm starting to trust my knee more." I'm not gonna lie. I honestly feel like I was playing like I didn't trust my knee, and you can tell he
Okay.
looked timid. I don't even know if it was. I just told you it looked like he was playing like he wasn't 100%. Nah, coming from somebody, I tore my Achilles, I broke my ankle.
Yeah.
That playing nervous shit is real.
And that could set you back.
Yeah, like you will look like a shell of yourself, and
Right.
everybody's so down on him because how bad he looked last year. He looked like he ain't got the juice, but I think he does. Even he looks more comfortable, even in interviews and conversations about it now. Like, hey, I was playing iffy last year. Hey, I was playing like I was nervous. I was in my own head. If he can come out this year, they're already giving him signs of saying, hey, we need to get him back to his rookie year with the passing game work. And I believe it because they don't really have any super weapons that just demand targets. I think I'm back in on Saquon at 25, man. I understand the injury risk, but if I'm just going to go through year by year and just say, hey, this guy's injury prone, so I just don't want him, then I feel like I will always miss out on guys that are good. But with this kind of upside of knowing what Saquon is, bro, I want to be in, bro. I don't want to be in on somebody that has that kind of ceiling. You feel me? Like, I don't mind missing out on a Gibson because I feel like even if he's healthy all year, he got so many situations with them bringing in Brian Robinson and, J.D. McKissick came back getting the pass work. Like, his ceiling seems capped to me to a certain extent, like the role they want to play him. But Saquon, they didn't bring anybody else in. They lost some of the backup running backs. I feel like they want to make him that bell cow again if his body's up to it. And if he can get 2 more years, 3 more years of that Saquon, I think I want back in, bro. So how do you feel about Saquon, bro? At that ADP, bro, 42, that's
basically fourth round.
Round.
That means he's still going in the third, still going in the fourth. So take it back to his rookie season, RB2, which is crazy as a rookie, like living up to the hype. And then sophomore year, RB9. Then after that, we saw the injury set in. But I also saw an interview. He said, hey, if you've been out on me, stay on that side of the table. I'm already on that other side of the table. I'm going to stay over here, bro. So based on ADP, I'm out. It's good to hear his confidence coming back, at least with, from a mental aspect. I've actually been there. Like, I've had a knee injury. You mentioned your injury. Like, you do got to get over that mental block, which can set you back. If you're playing timid, that'll fuck you up. So you got to be carefree out there. So looking at the ADP, I would actually take a Gibson over Barkley right now. But even over that, give me Kenneth Walker, who has an ADP of 47. So I'd rather go that route, even a Travis Etienne. Just give him the injuries and then also being tied to a bad organization. That math ain't mathing for me. So that's where I'm at.
ADP 47. What round is that?
So that's
fourth round. That's fourth official.
It's basically the last pick of the.
I was, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't take him in the early rounds, but if I can get him like in the fourth or fifth, I think that's a great pickup.
It's the last pick of the fourth round.
That makes me in.
Well, it's the second to last.
So that makes the third round.
Oh yeah, it is.
So that kind of makes. Does that make me in or out?
No,
I feel like I get him.
I'm doing it wrong. My
it's
bad.
fourth.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
That makes me in. I'm in.
Yeah,
in. I was thinking.
Round,
I feel like that's a good pick in the fourth or fifth round.
Yeah, bro. Like to have it. All right. All jokes aside, if Saquon for some reason had his healthy season, played 17 games, would you be completely shocked if he ended up being the running back 1 on the year? If he played 17, all right,
be surprised.
Okay, so with 17 healthy games, my only issue is I don't think Gibson has that upside to be running back 1. So imagine what Saquon's dynasty ranking is going to be if he finishes as the running back 1. So I understand, like, I think the only reason why he's this far is people are out because of injury. So it's like you have those people that are in, you got those people who are out. So I completely get it. Like, sometimes you just got to be like, I don't want to do it no more. And I think we already know how we feel about injury prone guys. I'm more willing to be forgiven. You like, hey, you burnt me once, or I seen you burn my homie. Fuck you, bro.
But that's where I miss out on the Connors and the Debos.
Yeah, bro. But it's just I want that guy in the fourth round. Like, those first couple rounds, those solidified players, like, you know what those are. But in the third and fourth round, I want the guy that if everything go right, he's a first round pick again, at least for a year or two, or even if it's just for flip potential. So, and I think we're gonna talk about another guy I feel the same way about in a minute, bro.
But here's why, and it's actually going to transition well into my guy. But here's why it's risky for me, because usually when dynasty startups happen, you see people trading their first round picks to basically, get the back-to-back picks or double picks in the second and third round. So for me, third round is critical, and even the fourth round. So I know we're talking about ADP at 41, which means he's going in the fourth, early fourth, but that's still an indicator that he's still going in the third, whether it's the back of the third, mid third, whatever. But for me, it's too much of a risk, given the injury factor in the third. You can't miss, man. Those third round picks, fourth round picks, you can do some damage. So I'm out. You said you're in. Ava, are you in or out on Barkley?
I'm in. I'm in at that ADP. I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, man, if we went through the first couple rounds, there's guys that are just as injury prone as him, and people are still in for some reason. It just take one season to put it all together. You know who just did this, and he's even older. I know it's a different position, and he's white. Cooper Kupp was injured.
We don't care that he's white, by the way.
I know, but I'm saying like that's even more reason to be like, I want the white receiver. I feel like that's why he kept falling. When he was balling and then he got hurt, I think the next year people be like, I don't believe it. Why you didn't believe he was doing it? Probably because he's white. I mean, I'm just trying to be real. I'm being honest.
People do talk like that. People do talk like that.
So my situation is at 25, Saquon can have 2 or 3 years with the way he play. If he turns around and do what I just say he did, Cooper Kupp, where was he at last year in ADP before he did this? I probably couldn't tell you in Dynasty for real.
Couldn't either.
And now he's first round in PPR, second round in PPR. It's like all it takes is one healthy season with your potential to turn it around. So I want to be in on that, because right now you can go flip down Cooper Kupp for too much right now. So
actually, I might have it right here real quick. Cooper Kupp, where was he at? I pulled it up. So last year, Cooper Kupp's ADP was 71.
All right, 71. Now he is second round.
That was what, like 7th round?
12,
12 times 5 is 60.
Yeah, it's 6'7". It's in between there.
Yeah, that's wow.
So yeah, he went from 6th, 7th round to now he's a second round pick in Superflex. It just take one season. That's why I want the upside guy. Because if that's the case, Cooper Kupp could go back to everything he been doing. AJ Brown ain't had a healthy season yet. He's up there. I mean, it's just there's guys that are injured. So you gotta give me the guy that if everything goes right, they can up their price. Those Gibson to me can't up his price no more. Nothing is for sure for him. If he go out here and have a shaky season again and get replaced next year, that's on him. I don't think he finds another spot if he keep getting replaced.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if Gibson or Walker's there, I'm taking Kenneth Walker. But if Walker's gone, because people are gonna, some people might reach. And if I need a running back at that spot, am I gonna take Barkley? I'm just saying no, I would take Gibson. That's just me. But Barkley definitely has the more higher upside, higher ceiling, of course, without a doubt.
Yeah. So that's why I'm interested to talk about. Go on and bring this other guy up, because I feel like I'm about to have the same conversation again.
All right, man, let's talk about it, man. So let's talk about Mr. Christian McCaffrey, man, running back for the Carolina Panthers. Right now, he has a ADP of 15, which basically, has him going middle of the second round, but some leagues, startups still going in the first, but he's basically RB4 right now in Dynasty, man. So hold up, before we get into that, bro, who's your top 3 Dynasty running backs right now? Because right now, at least based on ADP, if CMC is number 4. So who's your 3?
Jonathan Taylor.
I put my guy on the spot.
I know. I'm gonna be honest. Is Jonathan Taylor just off pure talent? DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
And probably Javonte Williams, bro.
Really? Over Najee?
Over Najee.
Wow.
I'm kind of afraid that because I don't really like Pickett like that.
Okay.
He can develop to something, but like I feel like he already came in old. So Najee's already up there with he's probably only a year younger than Saquon already. Ain't that nuts? How old is Najee right now?
I'm pulling it up. Najee he's 24, so
he's a year younger than Saquon.
He'll be turning 25.
He's played 1 year already. That's nuts. And Javonte's like 22 still.
Williams, yeah.
And Swift is 23 and just showed that he has the ceiling to catch 100 passes,
22.
bro.
Javonte Williams, 22.
Yeah.
I think Swift's 23, so he would probably be turning 24. Yeah, Swift's 23.
I think he just turned 23.
Okay.
So he'll play this season at 23.
Okay.
So like I think I want those guys because they're already younger and Najee did so much on volume, and if they take any volume away and then he has to come back to reality of efficiency, his season won't be as high. So I love Najee. He's probably 4 because CMC is probably gonna be 5 because I couldn't see myself taking none of those guys like CMC before any of those 4 guys. But CMC is a strong 5 for me because the way they use him, if he has a healthy season, he can play that way for a while. They play him in the pass game. They don't do too much to get him fucked up off like pure run you up the middle volume. All the scoring opportunities usually go to him. The value of a pass, like being able to catch something compared to a rush, is so much more important in PPR. So just the way they use him and what they're going to do. And he's been reaching out to the greats, finding out how they started to stay healthier as they got older. He's been literally trying to work on like whether it be his diet a little bit more, his workout more. Like he's taking the steps to try to be a healthier running back. I've been seeing that. When I say he's reaching out to the greats, he got access because people fuck with CMC.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to reach out to an Emmitt Smith and get some advice on health, not even running, not how to deal with being fame,
longevity.
Like those are guys you're reaching out to that did it. Like I want that guy because same thing, bro. Here's the thing, hey, if shit go all the way right for Jonathan Taylor and shit go all the way right for CMC, and they both play 17 games, I don't care how much I love Taylor. CMC's upside of scoring points throughout the year is higher than Taylor.
Just because of the receptions.
Yeah, the only reason why he is
the
there,
works,
the only reason why he's there at 26 is because you still got to add in that little bit of injury, because that shows you the injury concern compared to Barkley and CMC, because people still got CMC up there. But like, he's that dude, bro, in the offense. He's going to stay that dude for a couple more years. And if he finds a way to get a little healthier, bro, I still want, that's high as hell, bro. Even though I love CMC.
I ain't even talk my shit on CMC. My guy went all the way in, but I'm about to.
It's high as hell.
It is.
I love CMC, and he's my running back 5, and I think those other 4 are super valuable.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this. Right now, he's being taken as RB4, and I know I just asked you who's your top 3 dynasty running backs. I'm taking Taylor. I'm taking Najee. I'm taking Javonte Williams. Not mad at the Swift being number 3 for you,
because Swift showed he was basically doing what CMC was doing before he got hurt. He was catching so many passes out the backfield. So they showed that they don't mind giving him that role also.
Yeah.
So like that's why I like Swift. The same reason why I like CMC, I like Swift because he's 3 years younger, and they showed that hey, we can give him that kind of role. He just got to work on his running efficiency. So yeah, that's why I chose Swift, because of the pass catching stuff that he can do.
So going back to CMC, of course, again, top seasons, like he's set fantasy football records for points scored, and he's just that type of guy. But the injuries have held him back these past couple of seasons. So again, like I mentioned before, currently RB4 in Dynasty from an ADP perspective, but he's going in at the 17th spot, which is basically second round now, but people are still taking him in the first. But I'm actually out, man. To me, this feels like a walking to the casino. You can hit the jackpot. You put in your money and you hit the max bet button. So to me, you hit the max bet and then you lose it all, man. I'm not willing to take that risk. So I'm cool, bro. Just given that. I mean, there are other running backs you can go after. We talked about, again, I would even prefer Kamara at this point over CMC. So I'm taking Kamara right now over CMC. Let's talk about 2 injury guys coming off injuries. I'm taking Derrick Henry over CMC. I know that sounds crazy, but just given the ADP and value, I mean, I would just wait. If you're still taking a guy like CMC that high, it's just too much risk. And think about it. They paid him all this money. These guys have to make business decisions. So if your team's not winning and you're not getting in the playoffs, what's the point of him staying out there till week 17, week 16, if they're not going anywhere? He can shut himself down, or he could be advised to shut the season down.
Nah, they play that boy.
Too much of a risk for me, man. I'm just saying, but as he's getting older, like at some point they have to try to contend and go for a title. But if you're not competing, business decisions, man. I'm good. That's just me. Yes, they do run them, but I'm just saying I can see that happening. I'm good. I'm out.
This dude is nuts. He only played 7 games last year, right? 2 of those games, he only played 30% of the snap. Those were where he got hurt. So, but 5 of those games, this nigga had 9 targets, 6 targets, 10 targets, 8 targets, 5 targets.
No, he's their number one receiver, bro. That's why like I can't really get all the way on the DJ Moore train. Like their number one receiver is their running back.
Hey, McCaffrey is nuts.
And then when
he's playing,
and then when their guy is out, he's not the number one. Like he's, you know what I mean? I respect DJ Moore to take over that, but you know what I mean?
All right.
That math ain't mathing either. Go ahead, Avo.
I would have to be in, but only because I see a guy. Like I would wait for him to play a few good weeks and trade that.
Yeah,
give me that value.
You know what?
Because I know after the first few weeks, people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's back."
That's a
value.
That's another
That's
reason why I will be in a
That's
little bit
point.
more on him instead of Barkley, because that's one he still ain't lost his value.
Okay,
That's
true.
I can still go get almost whatever I want to for CMC. I done seen it in trades. I own him in a lot of leagues because I just chose to stay in. So I got one more injury prone guy.
Hold on, real quick before you do that. Even in the startup draft, I would even try to flip if it's my pick and CMC's still there. And if a running back run already started, you saw Taylor go, Najee go, Swift go. Somebody might want to jump on CMC. So that's a good opportunity to trade back, capitalize on stacking those picks going into the second or third round. So.
ADP wise, it looks like I can get Swift plus for McCaffrey. I might need to go in my league to do that because I think I do in Dynasty. I do think I prefer
Damn,
Swift.
bro, my mind's going everywhere right now because I didn't even think about that aspect. Like how you could just literally, okay, this player's going for this.
Yeah, if I prefer a guy better, let's go move around ADP wise. All right, so this is I wanted to lump these two guys together because Barkley was ADP 41.
You said you're in, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, in on CMC, in on CMC. I'm out.
All right, Kittle. I want to talk Mr. George Kittle, man, because you know we always say if you ain't got one of the top 3, now it's 4 that Piston arrive. One of them top 4 tight ends, ain't no point of really even caring, going to go trade or thinking you're competing. I want to talk about a guy who's 29 now. You talk about injury prone. This is a guy who he'll come splash, ball out for 3-4 games, go out, come back for a couple games, go out. Nothing consistent to help you get to your playoffs. Sometimes he might just be hurt, or sometimes he's playing through injury, so he's just really a decoy. He's one of the hardest people to roster because it's like if you go trade him, it feels like you can't get his true value. If you go buy him, it feels like you're paying too much for somebody that's not going to be healthy enough. So ADP 41, the same as Saquon Barkley, bro. I see you flexing again the cup. That's what's up. What time you at right now?
I'm at the 12:45 mark. So,
you almost there.
So I'm early.
Yeah. All right. So this is a guy that I need to know at 29, rolling into a new quarterback situation, seeing how Debo was so valuable to that offense, and now they got a running quarterback. So I think the offense might look different in general. You know, Shanahan's going to use his players to their best ability. So are you in on I struggle so much with what to do with Kittle, man, because I still put him in that top 4, but it's like, do I ever really want him? It never feels like you really want him when you have him, but then when somebody else got him, you like, shit, it'd be nice on my team. So I struggle with what to do with George Kittle. I would like to say what some players are going around him are. Avo, listen to this. All right, yeah, ADP 41, right? That's Kittle. Would you be in Superflex League? Would you be in on a Justin Fields, a quarterback of the future, or George Kittle?
Ooh, that's tough.
Vic?
Oh wait, he's for the Bears. I go with George Kittle. George Kittle.
Hey, speaking of Justin Fields, there was a clip on Twitter.
I hate y'all.
Justin Fields hitting a home run like out the park. I think it was at like Wrigley Field or somewhere.
Wrigley, yeah.
And somebody was like, Matt Nagy would have made him bunt.
That
shit was hilarious, bro.
All right, so look.
That shit was hilarious.
At ADP 40, these are guys going after him. Would you rather just get a young guy on your team like a Drake London? You can go get receivers like Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman. These are guys that I love at wide receiver. And then all those running backs that we name around Barkley, you know, you still get the Gibson, the Akers, the Ken Walkers, the J.K. Dobbins. You know how valuable running backs are to your team.
Damn.
Why are people still taking Kittle this high? And what's I understand it's upside, bro. But going forward with Trey Lance and the transition of that offense, bro, what do you think Kittle's role is going to be? And does he still have should he be top 4 or something? Should he be mentioned into a different tier, like away from the Pitts, Kelsey, and Waller at this point? Like, if Waller's even still in that situation, because now they got Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow done balled out and took another leap into being a better receiver. Like, that's the first question. Who deserves to be in the number 1 tier, top tier of tight ends, transitioning? What do you see from Kittle? Because I'm afraid of Kittle, and I don't think I can buy in at that ADP, bro.
All right. My top 3 tight ends, Dynasty, Pitts, Andrews, and I still got Kelsey. I mean, that's what it is. But who am I taking? I prefer Andrews over all these guys. I'm not going to lie. I still like Andrews, but I know Pitts is a unicorn. I know he's 20, about to be 21, all that good stuff. I still like Mark Andrews, but if you want to go super, super young, of course, Pitts is who you go with. But I like Andrews. He means so much to the offense. So, of course, Atlanta, they're bringing in pass catchers. They have to bring in a running back.
Right.
They got to bring another wide receiver. It's not really just a Kyle Pitts show. You know what I mean? Like, it's not set up for that at least, but at least with Baltimore's system and scheme, they run the ball, and then when they do want to pass, they're playing through their tight ends. So,
facts.
All right.
But are you in or out on Kittle?
I'm out, man. I don't even have Kittle as a top 5 dynasty tight end, and I've been feeling like that for a while. I did trade for him, with you.
That was last year.
That was last year. Yeah,
we were both in a situation where, like, I felt like I needed a receiver. You had a lot more receiver depth than me, and I had tight end. You was like, bro, with my little March, I could go get a Kittle, and we did a flip. And I still feel like it was a good trade in that moment. We traded an early Brandon Ayuk before he started bombing, but then he started playing good. It was Ayuk and Kittle, and I got Diggs, and I feel like it worked for both of us.
Yeah, and I only did that because I had no tight end presence, but I was like, look, I'm not even banking on Kittle being healthy for me throughout the season. I just need him for these 3 weeks during this playoff stretch. That's it. But to even have to say that and have that feeling, like, I'm out. You know what I mean? But given the nature of that team, I needed a tight end. I would not be able to find a tight end, especially through the draft. So all that good stuff. So I was like, look, I'm trying to get a presence just for a temporary, playoff run. So, but I'm out, man, on Kittle. He's not a top 5 dynasty tight end for me. Yeah. And also, I mean, we're already seeing what's happening, even like with Waller. He's 29, now about to be 30. Kittle's 28. He's already, about to hit 30.
And I think they done already missed their seasons of being in high demand in their offenses. Like I said, Devontae Adams, he just arrived, bro. He's about to eat up. Waller never was a big touchdown guy either. It was literally target dependent.
Right.
And now he's sharing with 2 great receivers in my opinion.
And they just paid Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, 2 great receivers. And now Kittle, Debo's emergence, and Ayuk is actually going to be on the field more now after getting out the doghouse later in the year. Yeah, I think the importance of both of those guys are falling off a little bit. And shout out to me while we're talking tight ends. I don't want to bring it up again. I just got Kyle Pitts on my team, and the one got overlaid.
Tell them what you did. Superflex league, by the way. I was mad. I didn't know Unicorns was
Superflex league, man. You gotta go get your guy. I feel like it is a 3 receiver league, so receivers are important. But I feel like I had some young guys, and I got my stable guys. I have 4 staple guys that I could have used in my lineup, but I still had bench depth. I really wanted to squeeze in like a guy like Josh Jacobs into my starting lineup. He couldn't fit because I got a whole bunch of running backs, but I had Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, and CeeDee Lamb on my team. And I'm like, damn, I'm playing Dallas Goedert, the addition of AJ Brown. All this shit just made me nervous. So what I did was I'm like, all right, if I could put an explosive tight end in, I can bring in Jacobs, throw him into one of my flex spots, and I still have 3 staple receivers I like. So I got CeeDee Lamb as a young guy, Mike Evans, we know going to dominate with Tom Brady, always does. And then Amari Cooper is my 1, 2, 3. And then I still got like upside guys like Elijah Moore, young, who knows, he might pop. And then I got like as wide receiver 5s and 6s, little cheap PPR guys, Robert Woods, Jarvis Landry, etc. But would you rather play Goddard and Stephon Diggs every week, or Pitts and Josh Jacobs? That's really what I did. It don't seem too far off to it. Because OG Mike was like, man, you trying to make your run though. But I'm like,
I'm looking at your team right now, but off paper, face value, man, give me Pitts and Jacobs.
Yeah, and then on top of that, just a good dynasty move, bro. If you can get Kyle Pitts, I traded Diggs and Goddard, so I gave him a upside tight end, and I gave him a top dynasty receiver. I did, but to get a 21-year-old, I don't know when it's gonna hit, but he already showed upside over 1,000 yards, only 1 touchdown. I feel like Mariota done showed he can maintain a dominant tight end back in the day, and I feel like he's been working, getting better. He didn't look too bad when he got to get a little run with the Raiders last year. But give me a 21-year-old Travis Kelce. That's what I'm going to say. Like, if you tell me that I can get Travis Kelce before he started being Travis Kelce, I will take that. And Travis Kelce didn't start doing it until he was 25, 27. It was hurt so much. This is a 21-year-old right now with all the upside. So I went and got my guy, bro. And it just let me get young on top of that. I liked having Diggs at 28, 29. But give me the 21-year-old tight end.
That makes sense. All right.
Man,
A lot of talk there. Remind me, are you in or out on Kittle?
Out, bro. Big out.
Okay, what about you, Avo? In or out?
Talk me out of it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm out as well. I'm out as well.
I was in, and then Dot's like, well, look at everybody that can also go around it. And I'm like, well, okay, you right.
Damn. I feel like a party pooper. I'm out on everybody except for Deshaun. And I think you guys split 50-50.
I think so.
Because y'all in on Barkley.
I'm
in on Deshaun. The only one I've been out on is Kittle. Because I'm in on all the running backs.
On everybody.
Okay.
I'm in on Saquon at ADP 41. I'm in on CMC. I feel like all injury. I try not to just go into my season like, hey, they're gonna get injured. I try to look at the upside. And I just know the upside of CMC, he done got hurt 2 years in a row and still ain't lost his damn value. And Barkley, that late, I want to take the shot on somebody that can running back one and shoot right back up if possible. So, yeah, I'm in.
Did you say there was a fifth guy, a Green Bay guy?
Yeah, let's talk the value of Aaron Jones.
Ooh,
yeah, I
let's
think
talk
you
Aaron
know what?
Jones.
No. I think this is important to talk. The only reason I say he's ADP 62 right now.
Okay,
so that's
basically fifth round.
That's
12 times 5.
Yeah, 60. I'm trying to see if that's the beginning or the end.
But it's technically first or second pick of the sixth round, but it's an average, so he's still going in the fifth round.
Going into the fifth or sixth round, we know AJ Dillon is there. He's the younger back. He looked just as good. He can run and catch the ball, and he looks like a better, red zone back. But this is a guy that's been utilized so many different ways. He can catch out the backfield. He has that kind of 80 catch potential every year, especially playing with Rodgers the way they use him. I want to know how y'all feel about him because he's 27. He's tied to the Packers right now with a running back on his heels. What are we doing? He got the bag, so I think he's there for a couple more years.
Yeah.
Are we in or are we out? Like, is there a situation where we can, after this year go by, it can just be the AJ Dillon show? I'm nervous because I don't know. He's so talented. We know that. And it took him a while to finally get some run. He came in when he was drafted as an older back anyway. So, like, it isn't like he got, it's just a whole bunch of thread under his tires. So, what are we doing? Like, I know you love the Packers.
I do.
So, I just want to see how y'all feel about Aaron Jones. Because, we love him this year.
Yeah.
And especially in redraft. But we're talking dynasty. So, what are we doing, man? Because this is a guy that got on the spectrum. It can go so many different places. Yeah. He can literally be here and gone next year, honestly. So,
to me, the fifth and sixth round is when I'm trying to get like my RB2. So, to me, perfect RB2 situation. Because that means I already nailed my RB1. I got a couple receivers and maybe a quarterback. So, to me, perfect RB2 situation. I would still invest in that. I'm actually literally, while you're talking, I'm trying to like send out a trade for Aaron Jones because I'm still on the last episode. But he could, like, where he talked about, he could literally walk himself into a CMC type role.
All right, well, listen to this.
I know Sammy Watkins is getting a lot of buzz right now and going to be a part of the offense.
So look at these guys going around him. You got like Godwin out there, Garrett Wilson, Michael Pittman, Devonta Smith. Would you rather take your shot on somebody like that and wait another round and get AJ Dillon?
Okay.
Or are you like, give me the Aaron Jones? I'm going to take it. Because then around AJ Dillon, that's when you get into guys like Bateman, Sky Moore. Like, it feels like a next level receiver compared to the guys I just named. Like, like is the better play to take AJ Dillon a round or two later in Dynasty? That's the real question. That's why I wanted to ask y'all that, because Aaron Jones is still going above Dillon, even though Dillon is like 3 years younger.
Yeah.
And they just showed that they could split.
Yeah, they
it's
could
possible.
split.
Legit.
So is Aaron Jones still the buy and startup when it's like, bro, I love him this year, but they both can be valuable this year. They both can be good, but who knows what the future holds? Because AJ Dillon might he there's a world where he can actually go out and just look like the better runner, and then it's like, bro, we have to keep him on the field more. So that's why I asked. I know I love him in redraft, but I'm kind of like I don't want to be in on him because I think I'd rather just be in on AJ Dillon later.
You want to know what it feels like? The backfield. I'm not saying it compares. Like it feels like a Kareem Hunt and Chubb situation. Like Dillon's the poor man Chubb. I'm not going to say Aaron Jones is the poor man Kareem Hunt, but basically it feels like that. But in this situation, Aaron Jones is leading the way as a rusher and pass catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you jump over to Cleveland, it's Nick Chubb as a runner, who we would compare to a poor man's AJ Dillon. So you got to look at the type of offense too, though. Green Bay wants to throw. So Dillon's shown he can catch.
That's the issue.
Dynasty-wise, it does make sense to take Dillon.
Yeah, that's the only reason I brought it up. I feel like because I know Avo is in on Aaron Jones. We talk about a redraft. We are, but I know when we talked up Aaron Jones so much, it was one of those things where like, damn, bro, maybe I should go trade for him a little bit. But now the thing is, well, if the ADP show that AJ Dillon is going a round or two later, is the play. Let me go buy AJ Dillon instead for cheaper.
That's what makes me mad. That's why I had to put on the breathe beat. Like, it took my breath away. I was like, damn, because he's right.
Now Avo's just bragging on himself in this transition.
I had to point that out. Like, I had to, because that's you right. That's what it damn near made me mad.
I thought about that when I was looking through ADPs. I'm like, hey, I'm about to put them on games. We can be you, and there is a world where you could be in on both of them.
Legit.
Honestly, I'm not knocking it.
Grab them both, but man,
I actually overlooked that. That's a good point you made, because I got to keep in mind there is a guy there for the future, but I am going to still hold my ground here. I still like Aaron Jones at his ADP at 27. He's shown to be a top 10 back. And
AJ Dillon, ADP 79.
But hey, the goal will be to try to, bust a trade a future, because you will have teams in that point in a draft who don't like the running backs that are left. They're not thinking about getting the handcuff. So I trade a future second.
Facts. So I guess
and go get Dillon.
I guess we just talked about Aaron Jones. Go buy Aaron Jones, and now next episode, hey, go buy some AJ Dillon while you can too, boy.
Legit.
Yeah, boy.
Facts.
Fuck, I'm talking
about.
Nigga
can't breathe, man. It messed me up.
All right, man. So ADP, man, we done walk down Deshaun Watson. We done walk down Saquon Barkley. We done walk down Christian McCaffrey. We done walk down George Kittle. We done walk down Aaron Jones.
Facts.
And we done sprinkled in some AJ Dillon. So fire.
I like all them. Damn, y'all done messed me up, man.
All right, we about to get into this closing, or anything else you guys want to add before we do that?
Ava, you need anything else?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, bet. Let's get into the closing. To say something good to the people. This is where we come bring to light anything good, bad, just whatever you're going through. We preach mental health, physical health, positivity in the community, positivity just within friends, family, all love, peace and love. That's one of my bro Jizzle joints that he put me on back in the day. We're a fantasy football podcast, but we're a real life podcast too at the same time. So we like to come here and just show that we're human, and just be very transparent. So that's what we're gonna do. I feel like I always go first because I'll be introducing and rolling into it. But technically, I think I want to go last if y'all allow me this time.
That's cool.
So one of y'all go first.
I got you. I have been on the road to recovery for about a week now.
Okay,
it's been going real positive. I've been real excited. I just want to encourage anybody that, if you're going through any type of addiction, I promise you can beat it. And once you get on the other side of it, so far it's been absolutely beautiful. It's been confusing. I literally told my wife yesterday, like, if y'all would have told me my first week sober was going to be like this, I probably would have did this a long time ago. So I'm enjoying the positivity. I'm enjoying my new self, my new mentals. all those things. I'm much more of an asshole, but that was me before I started smoking anyway. So that just is what it is. But I've been really enjoying it. I've been very proud of myself. My wife's been proud of me. So I'm gonna just keep trying to move in positivity. If anybody is dealing with addiction, just know that you will forever be in recovery. So just go through it and you'll get there.
Can I shout you out, bro? I
all
don't
means.
gotta talk no specifics, but like I just want to shout your purpose of what you like, why you told me you was going through this moment.
For sure.
Hey, when I say I love my brothers, man, and like them as grown men, as fathers, as like family members, sons, like whatever they do, I appreciate and support it. You got somebody here that literally is, stopped a vice, not because it was doing him any harm or doing any bad. He stopped a vice because he was like, bro, I don't want my wife to have to work as much. And I realized that I'm spending, and that could go in, that can stay in the household. That can go towards, the things that whatever she's putting her money towards, it can go towards that. And we can find some kind of balance. Bro, you know how big that is, bro, to say, hey,
Yeah.
I want my wife to not be out there having to bust her ass so much. So let me cut something that I've been doing. And like I said, it ain't no harmful addiction. It ain't nothing like my guy ain't out here popping pills and doing nothing fucked up. But he still chose to stop doing something that he enjoyed for the better of the household, bro. And
That's love, bro.
yeah, bro, that's how you fucking be an adult.
Salute.
That's how you fucking be a good husband,
Appreciate
be a good father. I want to salute him to
Yeah.
that because it ain't a lot of people out here doing that. So shout out to him.
Hey, it looked good on you, bro. Seriously, like your energy, it's like seriously, you have a different glow, bro.
I
Like
feel
real
that.
talk.
I
Like
really do.
if y'all look at this episode and go back to a few other ones, it's a different glow on my guy,
That's
man.
facts.
So hey, shout out to you, man. That's dope, man. That's what's up, man. I'm glad I get to hang around stand-up guys like y'all and my brothers who aren't here. But that's just what we do, man. So we, keep each other sharp, man. So yeah, man. When you do that, it just keeps you on the right path too. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever want to let y'all down. Y'all don't ever want to let me down. Like vice versa. So that's dope. But I'm gonna go next. If that's cool.
Hell yeah.
My nephew Trent, he's turning 13.
Okay.
Hey,
So happy
okay.
birthday to you, nephew.
Big dog.
I became an uncle, man, in college, man, as a sophomore, and it was just a great feeling being a 19-year-old. Like, man, I'm about to be an uncle. I'm still trying to figure out my life.
He's funny too.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
But over the weekend, the whole family, my mom, my sister, my dad, we all took nephew shopping. And then he's at that age where, of course, about to be a teenager officially. He want to just wear all the athletic stuff. I had to coach him like, look, man, you got some clothes too, man. Like you might have to step out somewhere. You want to have something casual in your closet. So just showing him, the stepping stones of becoming a man.
Facts.
You got to have more things in your closet outside of athletic wear and also the color black. So he got some color in his closet now. He got some casual shorts, got some nice shirts, got some jeans, and a whole bunch of other athletic shit too. So that's the first thing I want to say. Second thing, Father's Day coming up. So when this drops, we won't be recording then, but definitely want to wish all the dads out there happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to my brothers here.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You guys are awesome fathers. You know what I mean? I watch y'all grow as men and watch y'all development just with raising these kids, my nieces and nephews. Appreciate y'all. So happy Father's Day to my dad, all the dads, mentors, father figures that's been in my life. So yeah, I'll throw that out there.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to shout out my guy Vic for being like a vital, important piece to his family, even while getting married, starting his own family, handling business. Like the way he worked in corporate America and hold everything else down around there as far as the podcast stuff, as far as just everything, putting brothers on how to do stocks and everything, bro. I want to shout him out because throughout everything he do, he still finds time to be a good brother. I know we talk about all the situations we go through. Be a good son. I know how trying to be a good son can be. And like you just talked about being a fire uncle, man, shout out to you for everything that you do, for being there, because you don't know what that means to your family. And I'll be seeing that shit and I'll be hearing it when we'll be talking about it, bro. So shout out to you. And I don't know last time I got to tell you that, but that shit's fire, bro. I really appreciate that about you.
Appreciate that, man. That's love.
I had two things to say too. So I was going to do this one last, but I'll piggyback on you. Father's Day is coming up. This will be my third one. That's one of the best things that ever happened to me was becoming a father. Shout out to my son starting to enroll him in preschool right now, and just working through all the issues of being a parent. I fucking love it. It's awesome, bro. I wake up every day and be like, if I ain't got him, I'll be like, I wonder what the hell my son doing. Yeah. Like it's one of the most awesome feelings, and you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's super emotional. I'm trying to push that to the side because I ain't trying to be here doing all that. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers, like Vic said, and always hold it down. Like you have a big responsibility that's bigger than yourself. So, you know, if you ain't shit, that's horrible. I won't even have friends that are deadbeats.
Yeah, that's real.
So yeah. So shout out and do something for a good father, because it's, you know, it's not easy. It's hard to be a mom, but like mothers, like the way they get loved, like especially by kids and from, you know, just other family members and just the world, man. I love to see moms, bro. It's so it does something to me to see like a black mom, bro. I was raised by my mom, and like I love to see a mom parenting, bro. It's fire. And like it started to become like that's the thing. But just know that being a black dad is like a whole nother feeling. And I know it don't get to be praised as much sometimes, like you think, but like it's fire being a black dad. And kids always love their mom, but like dad love is completely different. Yeah. So shout out to all the fathers, man. I appreciate y'all for doing y'all thing. Shout out to all the OGs or anybody that's just been a father figure in my life. Yeah. So I want to do that. And the second thing is, I got a text right before we recorded, and we always say this, man. Reach out to your family members, ones you ain't heard from for a long time. I got a text from somebody that, you know, cousin got into an accident and they just was announced brain dead. They've been on a ventilator all night. Wow. And it's just one of those things where it's like life can happen that quick. And you never know who else you're going to get to talk to. You never know when you're going to get to see somebody again. So make sure you reach out to all your loved ones, family, friends, because life's so fucked up, man. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that, man.
Sending prayers, man. Yeah. Sending prayers, man. That's heavy.
Facts.
That's heavy, man. So I also do want to acknowledge Juneteenth celebration coming up. So
facts.
Official freedom of the slaves, at least the last slaves. So yeah, do your Googles on that one. But it's a big thing, man. So that's it, man. That's been another episode with the Dynasty Bros. Hopefully we showing y'all how to dominate your leagues. Dynasty Bro Style. We getting ready for the upcoming season, man. So in August, you know, that's when we most likely gonna be back week to week.
Yeah, so, I'm ready for that. Hey, and shout out to them for bearing with me, man. A lot of things changed schedule-wise. My job, I end up having to go to a different shift, and I actually get back on day shift coming up soon in the next few weeks. So it's perfect time to roll into the season. Appreciate them for bearing with me and y'all bearing with us, because it has been changes with a lot of inconsistency with the recording. But we're gonna be back weekly in August. I'm be excited about that. We're gonna be back with the juice. Avo gonna be complimenting himself on how good he DJ. We're gonna keep drinking our water, washing our faces, coming back skin glowing,
tea tree oil, all that.
Yeah, bro. We gonna show y'all how to be analysts, men, sons, fathers, handsome black brothers, man. Damn, bro. Shout out, man. Ain't nothing like us, bro. You wanted to say that.
One of a kind, man.
Hey, before DJ Avo walk us out, I gotta call it out again, man. He did his closing. He did a little transition in between. Still had the mic. I'm telling you, man, I'll be peeping it, man. So when y'all go back and play it back, man, peep all the details, man. I'm a fan, DJ Avo.
Hey, and next time one of y'all niggas say somebody in the industry got a better beard than me, man, come on, man.
Tell them come on,
man.
Hey, they think they got a better. I got better beard than my brother Dot. Tell them come on the podcast.
Let's go. Light right now.
Let's go.
Don't make me go get this motherfucker lined up, bro. Man. It's light right now,
shit ain't lined up either right now.
They can come on the podcast. We can argue it.
They got to get through my guy first. You feel me? That shit light, bro. Dominate your league, Dynasty Bro Style. Dominate life, Dynasty Bro Style. What do you mean?
Hey, DJ Avo, walk us out.
Talk
man.
your shit, Avo.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here eventually. Make sure you here. You know what I mean? Because we back. We in full effect. We like.
Oh yeah.
Relay Gang, Dynasty Bros. We all out here. Catch us out. Let's go.
Peace and love. Wow.
Big Moochie Great. Play that East Haiti baby.
Hey.